Hey guys, it's nice to see you again. So today we'll be continuing Skylines 2. Now, let it be known, coming up soon, that will be next week, is they're releasing beachfront properties, so I will be playing a little bit of that so you guys can understand what that's about. But that won't be till next week, which I'll record and get that taken care of. But as of right now, I'm really excited to play as we are going to keep expanding New Venture. Let's get right into it. As you know from last episode, we have reached 18 when it comes to the milestones. Still got a few more to go. We still have to get through 19 and then get to 20, which is the final milestone in game. But the most thing we have been doing is we have been expanding the city constantly, just hoping that every new addition we have will be a further way for us to keep getting closer and closer to that point. So really, I just want to keep going around and keep expanding, doing that whole idea of getting those systems in place. Now, let it be known, the big thing that seems to be the problem is we need a lot of industry, offices, commercial. Like, we need basically places where people can get jobs. So I'm really thinking we must centrally focus on that. Because if we do that and get those supplied, we can really figure out how to make the city system better. Let it be known, I kind of have been ignoring the entire public transportation system solely because of the factor that it's really hard to manage at this point. Like, the city is so big, and I don't really want to overhaul it because I don't know how the game will handle that because there's so much to it. So I really think I need to just... if I ever need to build a new one, I just need to add it on to a neighborhood, sort of, if you know what I mean, in reality, because there's not really much I can do at this point. Now, let it be known, I am considering building another airport, like specifically an international airport, somewhere in the city to help encourage more visitors to visit us. Because if we get those more people in the city, then we can really expand the whole idea. What these were pedestrian roads, just for fun. Let's go ahead and add those. Add some pedestrian roads. I feel like that just adds some new detail to the city. The big thing I really want to do is I also want to figure out how to make those quay walls, because let me know, I've been struggling with those ever since day one of the game because they're very interesting. Because in Skylines 1, we had a specific item that was a quay wall. And I remember we were waiting for this water to get out of here so we could focus on the idea of getting a new international airport. Good news, the snow makes it easier for me to work at night. Whoa, what was that? Is that the sun? Okay, I think that's the moon. But anyway, what I was saying is that the snow makes it easier to see at night, so I think it helps with building the city, especially with those who say on my channel that they don't like it, that they can't see the city at night because it's not user-friendly, and I think this is a best way to help out with that because of the sole factor that we have that extra thing. Now, I want to try and build that quay wall, which I know how now, at least from tutorial videos. I just gotta do it a certain way in order for it to work. It's just a very interesting thing to say the most. I'll say that. Because you have to do all kinds of things to make sure that it all works out appropriately. Like, I gotta put the water right here. I gotta get level to a certain point. Okay, hopefully this works, because I would love to see this detail get added to the city. It's very hard to work with because, again, it's identifying that it's in the water despite technically not being in the water. It's a whole thing. We'll figure that out later. Right now, I need to get more customers and businesses in general because right now, homes, they're doing just fine. It's more that we need to get more businesses to help take care of the amount of customer problems we are experiencing. And especially new offices as well, because those new offices are going to be what really helps us get to that point where we want to have more homes. And also, I need to get more homes in general. Got a new unique building. I did not expect that. I'm going to go build that. Oh, what's this one called? The Duciata Apartments. Ooh, it's a nice building. I like that. I'm going to place that somewhere nearby here just to get the well-being of this neighborhood up. I'm still working more towards getting level 5 downtown housing because it seems like that's really hard to do in Skylines 2. But honestly, I like the challenge. I like to have a little bit of extra work that I gotta do to make sure that everything goes appropriately and that we get everything we need. Here we go, it's a new commercial, new businesses that should help out that situation. Speaking of which, I should check on some of my downtown areas to know exactly how they're doing on upgrades wise. Because I felt like last episode, I noticed that some of them started getting a little more upgraded. Like, not much, let it be known, but still, they were making progress, which is something I clearly enjoy. This was the first section of the city that had this, so let's see. Yeah, they're starting to push past level 3. Nice, that's good. It's been a while since we've had that. Are any of these buildings pushing past level 3? Level 1, level 2, level 1. I'm mostly just trying to get all my upper level buildings get pushed past to the next level, because I want them to get up to like level 3, level 4, level 5. The homes, like the suburban homes, those are really easy to get up to the next level. But as soon as you start getting to row housing, it starts getting really hard to get it up to the next level. Good news is, looks like these guys are already reaching those upper levels. Whoa, look at all the people in the street. I think a building just collapsed when I was moving by. I don't know, I heard something. Yeah, that's gonna build in, and then we also need to just keep expanding because, like, again, there's so many things people need right now in order for the city to stay prosperous, and that is specifically office buildings and commercial businesses. But the thing is, you also have to make sure to include homes within those, because people need places to live, so that makes it even harder. It's just a lot of work when you think about it, and you can do it. Anybody can do it. It just takes a lot of effort, patience, and understanding. So yeah, I just need to keep expanding to the point where we get enough to really help with the city. How are parks doing around here? Because I know there are areas that don't have parks. Okay, let's give them a nice big park. This plaza, let's see here. We can put it right up there. Yeah, get some more parks in this area. We can get a larger playground right here. How about this park? Will this fill out this area? What if we got like a sports stadium? That'd fill it up enough. Let's go ahead and get that. Make them happy over here. They need parks. They need parks to feel happy. Do we have a fire department over here? We do. We're good on that. Police? Yep. Hospital? Good. Just need to make sure they have everything they need. That way they could stay continuously building. Okay, let's get some more different kinds of buildings in here. New offices, more commercial along the strip, maybe some homes right here. Let's go ahead and get some more commercial back here. A few more offices. But yeah, it's literally just only businesses where people have jobs are the things that are needed right now. I don't need any more residents. I just need more buildings where people can go work, because I think that's what is happening. Like, the city has enough places for people to live. It just needs more places for people to go and get jobs, because the city needs to be able to supply people with that. And I think what would definitely help is if we built another bus station or taxi service and got more people where they needed to go, because that seems to be also a problem of like people not being able to get where they need to go. So let's go ahead, get in our taxi service in the city, and we'll give them a call center. That way they can be able to supply people with enough taxis in this area. And there they go, off to do their job. Good for them, especially in this wintry day. Now, the big thing I wanted to build is I really want to get, oh boy, I'll figure out that highway soon. But the thing I really want to get is that airport. And the thing is, this water needs to go away first. Like, that needs to slowly flow away, because I want to use this giant area to build that airport dream I have. But that's going to be a hot minute before that occurs. We do have this area over in the city. I do want to expand our industrial. We could use some more industrial closer to the city. Not too close, though. We don't want the wind to blow it. So if we put it right here, it should just be fine. So if we were like put an industrial sector right about here, and just build one in general, like nothing too fancy, we could literally get some more help with the city's industrial services. Let's go ahead and do that. I think this will be very beneficial, as it's not too close to saying the wind's blowing that way as it looks at the map, so it should be fine to sit right there and not pollute too much into the city. And even better, it's just going to be a nice little detail, especially since we could add a power plant like right here if we need it, because there's a transmitter station right there. It's a good system to have in place. And also we can add this secondary road to just possibly leave the city. Yeah, we'll just add this secondary road and have it leave the city right there. That way people can just go out that way. But yeah, this already took a huge chunk out of the industrial want, so that's really good. Although traffic doesn't look to be too good right now, because they're all trying to get off on this off-ramp, and they're all going the direction that I literally told them they can't do. Didn't I tell you guys you couldn't go left? Yes, I never did. Well, change your directions. You can't keep going left because you're clogging up traffic. I don't know why they have to have that need to go that way. How's the college doing? They could use an expansion to help with capacity. And what about you guys? What do you need? Anything? Nope, nothing needed for the high school. I just want to make sure to keep expanding our city services so everybody has what they need, and we can keep expanding the city with that sole idea of having everything that they need to be prosperous. There we go. Now they're following traffic laws, except I can see U-turners. Hey, U-turns are not illegal. Everybody's trying to U-turn. Stop that. I got this. Good news, I found out a solution to these. Divided highways. Can't U-turn when there's a divider, and don't even think about doing it on the bridge. There we go. Now they have to deal with the divided highway. Oh, they're still U-turning at the intersection. Oh boy, traffic's just a mess right here. Let me go ahead and install a traffic light. There we go. That should help with the situation. Alright, folks, let's see if this will help our traffic issue. Let's sit back and watch, see how much the traffic goes away. They're all practicing like a classic Michigan left turn. If any of you know what that is, look it up. It's basically a legal U-turn. Now, does that make sense? No, not in the slightest. But I guess that's just what has to happen. I still think we need to sprinkle a little more industrial sector throughout the map. You know, just get it spread out, because if we have, again, we have to have more industrial just scattered throughout the city to help with everything. Like, it doesn't, it's mostly for job reasons, but it's also for production reasons. Like, if we keep expanding production to the point where it can help the city, it'd be very beneficial, and we would have more opportunity for all citizens. Like, they need jobs. That's what's going to get more people moving into the city. So if we have more jobs supplied to them, we can get the situation taken care of. And I think that's mostly has to do with, see, a lot of people put their industrial sector in one spot, which is good and all. Like, that's very good to keep all the pollution control taken care of. But citizens need more than that. Like, they need them all over the place. They need more everything. Like, they need those factories that supply low education but low pay jobs, but still provide everything people need in order to get higher in the working class area. Got some abandoned buildings here. Just want to delete those. Alrighty, there we go. City's doing well. It's mostly just high tax problems are things I can't get rid of because they just, again, they've always been there since the beginning of the city, and I can't change that now, unlike I could before. So it's more like I have to deal with it just for the time being. But overall, I'm happy to see that the buildings are just continuously upgrading and getting better and better, because that means they're going to supply more jobs, there's going to be more people, there's going to be all kinds of good benefits that come with that. And I just need to keep expanding the city so that we can keep getting those benefits. The big thing I do want, though, is eventually, before the series ends, I do want to reach our first level 5 high-density apartment building. That's going to be a long time before we get there. But is it possible? Yes. I mean, look, we already have level 3, like, medium-density housing. So if those are upgrading, then that means those guys will upgrade soon too, and that's really good, because that's what we want. We want those buildings to keep getting in the higher levels. It's just going to be a minute before they do, and I think it's completely possible. The only thing that's disrupting that is the sole idea. Wait, where's all the sewage coming from? Oh no, that's from, that's all old sewage. It's going away. Like, it's no longer a worry. I was worried because I was worried, like, we were going to see the sewage come back, and then that was gonna be a huge problem. A lot of traffic through here. Where are you guys coming from? Oh, the highway. I see. There's not too much traffic on this road, so technically I could make this no more a traffic light. Just have continuous traffic. Yeah, you guys, as long as you're turning, it's pretty much no problem other than the pedestrians, but even then, there shouldn't be too many out in this area all the time. That should be good. And here's another funny thing. People are parking in the street. There is a parking lot just a few miles down the block. Don't know why you can't use that. Why don't I get a better one? Maybe that's what they need. They just need more parking. How about this? Bigger parking lot. Now you can park more in there. Also, it's hospital parking, so. And there's nobody parking in this lot. Maybe, you know what? Parking's free. I mean, if nobody's gonna park there, they might as well just make it free. How's telecom doing, by the way? I haven't checked that in a while. Telecom's doing relatively well. City's pretty covered. Not really any problems already in the industrial sector. Could this help with that? Because these guys, this will help them significantly if they have some more telecom network. There, you guys like that? Like your new telecom? And then what about over here? How are we doing? These guys are like on the edge of the telecom network, so we could probably use another one over here somewhere. There we go, that made them happy. Everybody loves fast internet. And then we upgrade this all the way, right? That'll make citizens happy. They'll be very pleased with the new telecom network. And I will be pleased too, because it's a telecom network. It'll be very beneficial to get people more at telecom. Speaking of which, how is production doing? Because that's the one thing I never checked in a while. Wheat is significantly down ever since I dropped the taxes on it, because I dropped the taxes on wheat because I was starting to get to the point where I'm like, okay, let's make it very cheap for people to start up a wheat industry in the city, because if it's cheap, then they can easily help. And in other ones that were doing really well, I gave them a few more taxes because I'm like, we don't need you as much right now. It looks like petrochemicals could really use a tax break. Like, we need more petrochemicals in the city, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them a tax break. We're gonna give wheat a tax break. Just because I want to encourage, we need oil. Oil needs a tax break. Because this is how the economy works in the game. You can give subsidies, but you can also lower taxes to encourage certain industries to move into the city, and also discourage. Like, for example, let's see here. Anybody who's, like, we have too much of right now? We need a lot of, let's see here, what is this? Convenience food. Like, for example, we need really good convenience food. So we can lower the taxes on that to encourage those people to move into the city. You can see certain things that don't have high tax money coming in. Like, for example, plastics. Considering how much we're making off that, we can increase the tax a little bit just to be like, we don't need as much right now. Industry-wise, we need more convenience food in the city, so we're going to drop that. Let's keep playing with the taxes a little more. We also need beverages, food, and textiles. Beverages, food, textiles, and furniture. So we need to lower furniture, food, beverages, and textiles. Beverages, textiles. This will encourage more of these guys to move into the city. But here's the thing, it's not just industry that needs to make those products. We need people to sell them too. So we're going to decrease food, we're going to decrease furniture tax, we're going to decrease beverages tax, and we're going to decrease textiles tax. And then we're making enough off of plastics, so we're going to go ahead and give them a little tax increase. We're going to go ahead and give vehicles a tax increase. We're going to give paper a slight tax increase, just to make up for that lost money. But that's basically so we can encourage those businesses to move into the city because we desperately need them. So if we tell them it's cheap to move here and open your business, they will come. They will come. Like, that's good. It's just a matter of getting them to come in the first place. And we can do that by encouraging them through taxes. So hopefully that will be a new addition to the city where more people will be, hey, it's really cheap. They're lowering taxes for these kind of businesses in the city. Maybe that's our opportunity. And that means not only will they get benefited because they'll have less competition within the city, but we'll get benefited because now people will have those services that they lack, if you understand. It's all economics. Okay, we're having another power problem, so I'm thinking it honestly would be a best idea to just get a solo power plant out here. Like, just a small power plant just to produce enough electricity to get it out to this part of the city. There, that should help. Hang on, give them a minute, they'll charge up. There's still some bottlenecking issues over here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll upgrade this so we can give them more. Wait, hang on. Is this not hooked up to the main network? This is not hooked up to the main network. No problem. We'll just drop that. We'll spread this out so we can get it hooked up to the main network, because I want it to be hooked up to these giant power plants. So let's go ahead and do that. Who knew that such a small thing would be so important to the city? Hopefully that means that's what we need to do. It just needs to be hooked up to the main network. A lot of bottlenecking issues. Like, the power is really bottlenecking. Power is really bottlenecking right now, and we just need to keep getting it hooked up to the main service because, like, it's a problem. I need people to have electricity. Like, we have enough electricity. There we go. Like I said, we have enough electricity. It's more just getting that electricity spread out. So that should help with the issue. These guys are having sewage problems. Do we not have enough sewage availability? Sewage availability is low, so maybe we should get a wastewater treatment plant, or maybe an advanced water pumping. No, wastewater treatment. Let's go ahead and start treating the wastewater rather than just dumping it. So we're just going to go ahead and build that somewhere. Right there, that'll be good. That'll help out with sewage issues. There we go. Everybody's happy now. They're getting everything they need. And that spread like citywide. That made everyone happy. That's good. That's good. Now back to what I was saying. We can get back to that building of new commercial businesses that are highly encouraged to come into the city now. Oh, we got a unique building, an office building. This one. This really big one that's like very cool. Let's go ahead and build that in here just to help out with... What does this one do exactly? Helps university interest, increases university graduation rate, and helps office efficiency. Which is good, because we want office efficiency to be higher. Not to mention we want store efficiency to also be higher, as we need to sell more goods. And we need to also place more people in here, just so we can get more people to live around here and get these jobs filled. But yeah, let's hope that will help the city as we have new businesses officially moving in that will work on helping our city. I need some water, so I will be right back. And you guys can sit back and watch. I'm back. I don't see much has changed, at least. Mostly just buildings getting moved in. Speaking of which, I really should check on the other production, because I didn't check on production-wise of immaterial goods. So it looks like we have enough software and cinema. We don't have enough telecoms. Let's change that. Let's do some taxation policies. We have enough software, so we'll easily give them a tax increase. We have enough media, so we'll give them a slight tax increase because some of it's not good, and then we'll give a tax break to telecom, just so we can get those services to move into the city. I want our production to be as high as it can be, and the only way we're going to do that is if I keep increasing and decreasing taxes based solely on what's going on in our city. I could take out a $19 million loan. Not that I need to. What's the interest on it? It would cost me $3 million a month to literally get it because it's 18% interest. That's hilarious. Let's see here. Uneducated, we could everybody looks good on tax-wise for there, so I think we're good on that. But hopefully this new production plan will help get more of these people in the city that we need. Convenience food, like, being completely out of control. Like, we need... I might give subsidies to convenience food. Like, I'm giving them subsidies. Like, let's give them a 4% subsidy store-wise, because we need that, but we'll give them a more percent subsidy for industry-wise, because we desperately need them. We don't have enough food being sold in the city, and we need more people to sell that stuff. Plastics, that's enough of that. Chemicals. Trying to see what we got. Beverages. We got some beverage stores. Food, that's good. Chemicals, beverages. I could see some new stores moving in that we need desperately. We'll probably see if we can expand the industrial sector that's all the way out here, because we need some more industry, and it's gonna be helpful to get more of that. Let me see if there's... I always need to check to see if there's anything I can build off of materials wise. Nothing out here. Mostly just farms, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, there's some farmland, which I can work with. I think we might want to use enough of the farmland to help everything in production, like keep our stuff in production. Also, there seems to be a slight hill here, so the big thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to smooth that out. Let me just speed up time so you guys can see me at mark. Yeah, just so you verbally hear it, don't forget to like this video. I really want more people to see this kind of stuff because I know people enjoy my content, and guess what? Not only does it help out you because it helps this channel go, but it also helps out me because it helps me to understand people are enjoying what I do. So feel free to be sure to tell that, because I want to know if I'm doing a good job, and I know I am because I know I've seen so many positive things. And also, channel views are kind of dying recently, so I could really use an extra boost from you guys to help me out and get this channel viewable again, because a lot of people, I've been seeing a definite decline in views, and I could really use help with that. So please, like the video so more people can see it, and tell your friends. Hopefully that will help put a dent in the industry, because I'm thinking that that's gonna definitely help too. I think someone fell off the bridge. Check it out. I think a helicopter, yep, a helicopter's been dispatched. Oh no. Somebody's injured and they need an ambulance fast. Oh, I think they're on their way. No, I think that's just a police car. Yep, police car on site. Ambulance is on its way. This is actually intense considering the person's in the water. Yikes, like that's scary. Don't worry, they're coming. How far are they from the accident? Where is the accident? Oh, they're not too far, they're on the way. But yikes, that's really bad. The person fell off the bridge. Like, they need to get there fast. A lot of people walking this way. Look at all the people on the left side of the road. Did a disaster happen recently that they all evacuated from? Oh no. The train station, that makes sense. There's somebody injured down there. Can you not park down there? Whatever. Yeah, that situation needs to be cleaned up. That's bad. Wow, I did not expect that to happen. And yeah, we just need this industry to build in, and then maybe I'll expand the farms a little more just so we can get more people. I also built the giant oil refinery because we could really use some more petrochemicals in the city. And well, this seemed like the most logical way to get that in the city. Have they fixed the lagging issue yet with the fog? No. I hope they fix that lagging issue eventually. What's this? Oh, this electronics producer. Looks like one too. There is area out here to build the international airport, but do you really want to see how big this thing is? Ooh, looks like this area finally cleared up. How big is the international airport? Okay, first I want to spin it so it's going the right direction. And get ready. Plop. We have an international airport. Isn't that awesome? Obviously, I'll hook it up. I'm going to shut it off for now because we need to hook it up. But this is our brand new international airport. I cannot wait to just start hooking this up. We have trains, we have buses, we have everything we need to hook this thing up. And I just cannot wait. That'll be a next episode thing, but this is going to be so exciting. Like, well, should I hook it up this episode? Ooh, I don't know. I really want to. You know what? That's probably our big goal. We should hook up the international airport to the city. I really think that's a good idea. It was a hassle, but we got it figured out. Now I got the highway system hooked up to this area. Last thing we need to do is mostly get the trains hooked up to it, and then the airport will be officially ready to open. But as of right now, people are just using it as a way to get on and off the highway, which is no problem. Like, that's a good start. I'm charging a parking fee. It's gonna be $20. Come on, it's an international airport. So the next thing we need to do is there's a bus system that is available here. There's also taxis available. So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to hook that up to an area and get the trains hooked up too. So we'll figure out that probably next episode because we're running out of time here. And I think we should just keep letting the city expand a little more before we get off for tonight. But right now, one thing I do need to check is to see if these industries are producing what we need. Let's hear. Got some convenience food. Good. Speaking of which, the food is gonna be very hard to make if we don't have enough grain. So there's one last thing we should do, and that is expand the farming area. And then, yeah, we just need to put the farms in. So let's go ahead and we're gonna need a lot of wheat and livestock if we're gonna make a lot of convenience food. So that's gonna be probably our primary focus on making this. Because when I checked, vegetables weren't really too much of a problem right now. Textiles are going to need a lot of cotton, so we're going to need to build that too to really fill in this industrial sector of the city. Here we go. Let's get some cotton in here. That's because we're going to need that too if we want to even have a chance. Let's see where that needs to move. Hang on a second while I do this. I'll tell you what though, we are given some very unique plots for them to work on, but this is going to be overall helpful in the city because it's going to help us produce more required goods that are needed to really expand upon industry. Like especially the farming sector, because we have farms in the city. We have plenty of farms in the city, but they're reaching their capacity. Like they're at the point where the farms we have are not enough. Like we need more. Just keep expanding them and we'll be good. Just get some more wheat farms. Textiles are going to get really expensive very fast, so we're going to want to produce our own kind of material to make textiles in the first place. Looking good, looking good. Got plenty of farms out here, that's for sure. Hopefully that's going to take a huge dent in our production, because right now, look, wheat's extremely up. Like, we need a lot more wheat. And good news is I'm already lowered the cost to make wheat, so people will produce more wheat. In fact, considering how hard it is for us to get that wheat that we need, it might be a good idea to give some subsidies to the wheat farmers, just so they can make more and not have to worry about us giving them money. Well, we are giving them money, but you know what I mean. Like, these are, you can see a lot of these are biofuel plants and food and everything that needs grain. So grain is our sole main focus. It's going to take some time, as like I said, we just changed the taxing laws so that grain will have basically be required to pay less money. And actually, they won't even be required to pay any money to the government, because we solely want them right now to just focus on making enough product so that our city can sustain. Goodness, there's plenty of farmland out here. And also, might as well install some wind turbines. Wind speed too low. I wouldn't, probably because there's a hill in the way. But yeah, those farms will definitely help the city produce more. It'll also help a lot of citizens because they'll have new ways to supply jobs. Speaking of which, you can probably see our farmlands. Like, we have some over here, we have some over there, and we have like one or two over here. They're quite spread out throughout the city. Population increase, awesome, that's what we want. Also, we are getting our own immaterial goods too, like we're mining. We're doing well. The city is doing really well. I think that's where we'll have to wrap up. So thank you guys for watching. I'm happy we got to do another episode of this, and I'm really excited to see what the city has to continue with, especially getting the brand new international airport installed. Now we just need to get it fully operational. So please like this video so more people can see it, and subscribe to my channel if you are new. There's also a handful of social medias down below where I post behind the scenes content and anything I don't really post on YouTube. You can even check out my community tab for that as well. And if you are not caught up on any of the episodes that happen to do with City Skylines 2, simply go to any of the videos here linked at the end. I do have the playlist all set up. Go to my other channel, Gerewolf Sims, if you enjoy simming content, and every Friday I stream on this channel. This Friday I might not do it because I might be home because we have a wellness break, but every other time I do stream, and those are all archived down here so you can see them too. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!